All right, guys, this rain has stopped. Well, hasn't stopped, but it's barely drizzling. You might even be able to hear the runoff in the background. Sounds like I'm at a waterfall. But I'm back here in the back. I've already walked past some spots, so I'm going to take you to those spots that I just walked through and show you what's going on. If I find anything else, I'll go ahead and show you. All right, so the plots look good. This back plot here has got some spots. You step it and if you don't walk, you might go knee deep into some mud. I don't know what the deal. I think it's just where that rock underground holds water, and then it's just soft as crap, and my leg is all freaking muddy. I see some runoff up here on this back plot. Just stepped in another friggin' hole. But nothing I would call damage. The pond's up big time. When you're talking about possibly 2 inches of rain in like 30 minutes, plus all that runoff that I'm gonna show you, it can cause problems real quick. There's people in our area that builders and whatnot have taken some shortcuts and not taken advisement water, and actually our house is one of them. I'm not happy with what the stuff our builder did. We fixed it, but it's cost us a lot of money to take care of some things. So you live and you learn, unfortunately. But this food plot back here looks good. I don't see any issues. This backside is the one. I'm gonna walk around the back and check this one spot, and I'll check back in. So I've never actually been down here when this floods or we get super heavy rains, and that's it. So I am correct. Runs through here in straight shot. It's really low right here, but if I can get a tube right in here, which I'm planning to do, probably. Now that I'm seeing this, I'm probably gonna need at least a 15-inch tube. I thought about a 12, but that is rushing to the pond. I was gonna put a 12-inch tube here with a bunch of riprap and dirt and stuff through here. The tube is gonna be fine, but I think I'm gonna go 15-inch, make a concrete mouth, and this stuff here will be incidental runoff. But I think I am going to have to go with the riprap idea all the way through here. I could probably get some dirt up in there and be fine, but I just don't want the dirt to all run. I'm going to step over this. And we're going to walk back over here to the next one that feeds down to the pond as well. It's all saturated. We probably just got 2 inches of rain. On top of the 1.5 this morning, on top of the 2 inches yesterday. So this is freaking crazy for July. Hope the feeder don't wash away looking at this. I've never been down here when it's rained hard. I've always been here the next day. Usually these heavy deluges come late in the evening. And I've never been able to get back here, but here we go. Anytime I collect a rock, I stick it over here. Keep this intact. This is enough to wash some small rocks away for sure. I don't know if the video is doing this justice here, but this is running really good. This here will likely get the pond to overflow. Let's step through this. Oh yeah, I can feel it on my feet pretty good. So it runs up down through there. That's off the neighboring property. Property line is somewhere right in here. And that runs down into the ditch that washed out. I would guess that ditch, the way it's washed out, was probably in 2010 when we had that crazy Nashville flood. Of course, we got standing water up here in this shallow soil. These plots probably soaked up most of this. Organic matter is pretty good. I would have guessed the main parts of the plot did fine. I'll walk up here on my neighbor's property where I have a lease with them, so no issues there. Of course, this will help the hay production for the guys. So I don't see any crazy water up here. If the neighbors ever wanted to dig a pond, I would advise them to dig it right here. There's a really low spot where they could get some water. Yeah, so this is only about 2 inches of water, but it's in a wide area. And I don't see anything tragic through here, but there's a ton of freaking water here. Tons of water. I actually expected more runoff visibility up here, and I don't see it. I think it's just so widespread it doesn't create a ditch, even though there's ditches up there. Just don't see it. If they ever put a pond up here, I would hope I'll advise them to try to get a drain pipe to go out the back. It'll be a dig, but it would help me tremendously. Try to get it to go off back through here somewhere and back off towards the creek, and then it'll stop coming towards my pond so much and off that one, because we've got 2 drain ditches that go down towards the pond. We don't need either one of them, but if we can curtail one, then this is probably the biggest problem, is this one back here that I would like to change. So I'm gonna take a walk back here and see if there's anything crazy. I'll check back in here in just a second. All right, that's the only spot I would have some real questions about. It looks fine. Right down through there, I don't know if the camera can pick it up. I think it does. There's a creek down there, and I can see it rushing. I don't want to go down there. I don't have boots on, but everything else up through here looked good. I can definitely see where some dirt moved as far as, surface, but nothing that I would have any concern about. So if it can take that rain, it can almost take anything. And then this, I want to plant heavy rye down through these edges. And then this is all, I clethodim this to get rid of the bamboo, and it's nothing but broadleafs. And actually, I really love the look of it, but I don't want to let it go too much. If I'm not seeing any vines and stuff, I'll probably just let this go. There's a ton of giant ragweed, bunch of ironweed and stuff like that, some Johnson grass right here. Some other weeds. I don't really know what this crap is, but I'm not overly concerned. But the ragweed and ironweed and stuff in here is crazy good, which I'll accept that. I was going to bring the mower back here over the weekend, which it is the weekend now, and I just didn't. I think I'm just gonna let this go. The biggest problem I had when I cleared this was vining. It was a mess to get in here and clean this out, and I don't think I'm seeing any of it. Between the vine and the bamboo, this place had me upset, and I don't see any of the vine, very little of the bamboo where I didn't get the cleth. All this ragweed right here. So, yeah. Well, I think there's some type, I don't know what the crap that is. Some type of flower. I don't know if it's a sunflower that's super small or what that is, but I'm gonna let all this go. Milene? All right, let's go back to the pond. All right, yeah, so this pond is overfull. That's the exit of the drain, pumping out heavy. It's basically right up to the top. Any more rain and this is coming over the edge. This is all clay, so it would mostly hold. But yeah, this pond is jacked full. And with the runoff coming, and the runoff being faster than that drain tube, you're gonna start seeing it coming over the edge. It's just inevitable. But it's gonna be I would guess it to be a slow roll at least. It's not pouring down rain right now. And this is so, all right, so somewhere where I'm standing right now, roughly, all the way to about where just short of that greenery, somewhere right there. I gotta build this up, because it's basically right to the edge here where it's about a foot, roughly a foot there. I mean, it's inches here from spilling over the dam. And this dam is hardy. It is big, thick, heavy dam to about right here. That all needs to be filled in because it's going to pour over. And I think last year's the first year I actually saw it do it, and I saw some runoff spots. Right now it might not be too bad because of all this growth, but I have to do something about a lot of this growth too. And it is just filling up, spewing like crazy. I'll say one thing, it smells good out here. Whew, I hope we don't get any more rain. I hate to say that, but we have gotten enough. Whew. Jeez. It's crazy stuff, guys. Water's a rough thing. I first-handed in multiple locations experienced the 2010 flood of Nashville, and it hit where I was at pretty rough. Luckily, again, at that time I was on high ground, but a lot of people, and this just every time we have something like this, it just gives us flashbacks. And we're not the only place that has experienced that type of stuff, but it's crazy stuff.